Hello Sumate, you're welcome to another tutorial. Now in this video we'll be learning how to make a short with an elastic band. So what I'm actually making, I'm actually making a night wear. So the material I'm using is for night wear, right? So yeah, but we're making a short with an elastic band, like a free short. So these are my measurements. My crush depth is 14. Then the length of the short I'm making is 14. It's going to be very short. So yeah, I will just take my measurements. That's the length. Then the crush line and my hip line also. So I will just impute all of the lines and take an horizontal line. I'll just roll it across to the other side to serve as a guide for my draft. So now in this video now, we will be using the same measurement we use for the hip is what we will use for the waistline. The reason is because we are using an elastic an elastic band for the waist. That's why you didn't see me imputing the waist measurements on the measurements I'm working with. So whatever your hip quarter of your hip give you is what you are using for your waistline too, because it is elastic we are using for it. So you can see I input the hip measurement on the waistline, then on the hip line also. So after getting this, go to your crush depth line, measure the same measurement you have on your hip line, impute it on your crush depth line. Then what you're going to do to get your crush curve, to get that place curved perfectly well, whatsoever you have on your hip line, divide it by 4. Whatsoever you get from the hip line, divide it by 4. Now, if you divide 10 by 4, you get 2.5. So you extend from the crush line after imputing the hip measurement, like just place a mark on it, extend by 2.5, then you connect exactly as you've seen me shown in the video. Don't forget, whatsoever you get as your hip measurement, divide it by 4 to get your crush curve. Then you just connect. Don't forget that is a short, and whatsoever your measurement is, they have to be equal, right? So what I'm adding right now is the hemming allowance. I will have to fold it, so I added extra 1 inch for hemming allowance at the lower part of the short. So I will also come to the upper part to add my folding allowance. I'm using 1.5 because by the time I finish folding it to pass my elastic, what will be left will be like half an inch, and I'm using half an inch of elastic for the waist band. So this is just it. So on the crush area, like the center of the shorts, I will add a sewing allowance, like a seam allowance. I'm using 3/4 of an inch for my seam allowance. You can decide to use half an inch. You can decide to use any inch you feel like using. It's just for the joining, for you to join the both parts together. So that's what I've just added. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment box. If you're not clear with any part of the video, I will be glad to explain to you. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for actually checking up on my channel. Like, I'm grateful for your support. So the next thing, I just placed the front pattern on a fresh paper. So I will have to trace everything out. I don't want to go through the process of redrafting. It's going to take long. It will take me a very long time too. So I'm just saving time. I placed everything right here. So the next thing we need to do, we need to extend the back crush. The back crush is usually longer than the front crush. So we'll extend. Now that same 2.5 we use as an extension for the crush and the front pattern. It is same pattern will be used to extend for the back pattern. Now don't forget, we've already added our allowance to the front pattern, right? So yeah, no need adding an allowance to the back pattern. You just, the only thing you need to do for the back pattern is the crush. You need to extend the crush and use your curve ruler. Then you make sure that it is matching with the you connect it just the way I connected in the video. Just connect it that way, then you get the same measurement for the hemline. Then you connect your pattern, and this is all about making a short with an elastic band. It's really very easy to make. So the next thing I will do, I will just trim it off, then show us how to actually sew it. Then we are done with the video. We're just going to be doing the sewing part of the video, the part you need to start with and all that to get a nice result. So you can see that it is very, very easy, very simple to make. It's not difficult to make at all. So this is all you need to get your shorts, your free shorts with elastic waist band. This is all you need to get it done. So here is my material. I've already cut it out. I have my front pattern cut out. Then this is the back pattern. It has been cut out. The first thing you need to do is to hold the center of it from the crochet extension. That's the first place you need to run or through to your waistline. That's the first part to work on when you're sewing a short, you're sewing a trousers, whatsoever you're working. If you're working with anything, pants, you run from the crotch area up or to the waistline before you start joining the other parts of the pants or whatever you're working with. So I will go ahead to do the same thing for the back pattern also. Run from the crotch to the back line. Now I've been seeing some requests in my previous videos, and please, I'm working on the videos, trying to edit and combine them together before posting them. I saw your request and I'm working on them. I promise I'm working on every request on my previous video. So this is what you have. This is what it will look like. You can see how it is. Then the next thing you have to do, you place the both material on each other, both the front and the back pattern. Place it on each other. Then after placing it on each other, you hold the crotch, the down part, just join it together, but you make sure that the seam point is meeting. The seam point is meeting. If that seam point at the middle is meeting, any other point you can trim it out, right? But your seam should meet to have a neat and accurate work done. So this is just it. Then I will go ahead to hold the side together. Then we're done. Please, I'm working on your request. I'm working on every request, so you have to be patient with me. I have a lot of work on my hand presently, and I promise that I will post your request soon. So just hold the both sides together. Basically, just hold the both sides together and you're done with the short. Then the next thing is to, you just hem the down part, add your elastic band to the waistline. So that's basically all about making a short. You can see how short and precise the video is. That's how simple, that's how fast it is to make a short. It's very easy to make. I think they are the simplest things to actually make. I love making pants because they are less time consuming, although it depends on the pattern of pants you're working with. So the next thing now, to attach your band from, we added 1.5 inch to the waist, from the waistline, right, for folding. So you fold it you fold your material. Just as I'm folding it, that's how you fold it. So after folding like this, you run your stitches through, run your stitches round it. Then after running your stitches round, you leave an opening, then pass your elastic through it. That's all.